UFC Fight Night Azerbaijan takes place this weekend. I'm predicting the entire card, starting off with the prelims, starting off with Hamdi Abdul-Wahab versus Muhammad Usman. Muhammad Usman struggles when anyone really tries to mix in the wrestling game. Hamdi Abdul-Wahab is a former Olympian Roman Greco wrestler. I'm picking Hamdi Abdul-Wahab to get this one done by decision. I don't really see a finish here. And the problem is with heavyweight fights, past the first round, they're probably one of the lowest quality fights you can get in the UFC because they're both just two fat guys swinging at each other with basically no power past the first round because, well, all their power's gone in the first round. They're both gassed. It's just two fat guys, really. But I think Hamdi Abdul-Wahab mixes in the grappling, mixes in the wrestling, and I think it's going to be too much for Muhammad Usman to deal with. Moving on, Tagir Ulanbekov versus Azak Maksum. Ulanbekov is just better. I'm just going to say it's just better. You never really know with flyweight fights, but I mean, Maxim looks like a 14-year-old boy. Ulanbekov is just bigger. He's better. He's going to get this one done. I think Tagir Ulanbekov gets this one done by decision. I don't really see a finish happening here. I don't see Ulanbekov getting to the back. He's more of a traditional type of submission artist, so he goes for the chokes rather than the arm lock submissions. So you're not really going to see him try and cinch up a Kimura. He's going to go for the rear naked chokes, the guillotines, the dashes. You know what I'm trying to say? So I think I don't really see that happening to Maxim. I think Ulanbekov will get this one done by decision, though. Moving on. Ivan Drago versus Claudia Segula. Now, I'm saying Ivan Drago because she looks like Ivan Drago. Know what I mean? She is better in the pocket. You never really know with WMMA. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna pick it. I'm gonna pick Ivan Drago to get this one done. She is very aggressive inside the pocket, and well, Sula gives is a little bit shit. You know what I mean? They're not very good. A little bit of DEI, to be honest. DEI, only reason why they're here. Moving on. I'm not going to even bother trying to pronounce her name. I'm going to butcher her. I'm just going to call her Daria versus Melissa Mullins. Melissa Mullins has got better boxing. She's better in the pocket, better grappling. She will get this one done by decision. I'm going to start breaking down some of these fights in a little bit more detail, but these ones are like, I'm not breaking down these fights pound for pound. You know what I mean? I'm just going to skim through them and get to the fights that I actually want to break down. Ismail Nuradiev versus Young Park. Now, Young Park's got a nasty submission game. Nuradiev is coming off a win to Bruno Silva, I do believe, unless he got another win in the meantime. I'm going to quickly double check this. Someone check this, brother. Nuradiev, he is coming off a win to Bruno Silva, which isn't exactly the best win, if we're going to be honest here. Bruno Silva, that's like Bruno Silva mid-loss streak. So Bruno Silva was on a 3-fight losing streak going after that. He hasn't really been the same since the Alex Pereira fight. So can we really call it that good of a win? You know what I mean? It's not, and it was by decision as well. He didn't finish him, which Bruno Silva, at that point in his career, you kind of got to be finishing Bruno Silva. So, you know what I'm saying? Young Park does have a crazy submission game. I think he gets this one done by rear naked choke. I think he gets it done inside round number 2. I think he is just better. Moving on. Siko Yog Ko. Sorry, what am I saying? Sukyo Young Ko. I suck at name pronunciation. I'm sorry. Versus Oban Elliott, okay? I'm high on Oban Elliott. You know what I mean? I like Oban Elliott. He was supposed to fight a few weeks ago, but he couldn't get a visa to the US to fight in the Apex, but he can get a visa to fight in Baku, Azerbaijan. Make it make sense. But I think Oban Elliott is just better. I think he gets this done in round 2 by KO. It's quite a technical fight, to be fair, and he does have a decent amount of power behind him. Who did he fight last time, though? Because I remember watching him fight. He had a pretty good performance last time. He's 3-0 in the UFC. I mean, he won overhands, followed by hammer fists last time out. So I think he gets this one done by KO. I believe he will get this one done by KO. He's a very good fighter. I trust him to win. Moving on to the main card. Let's start breaking down these fights in a little bit more detail. We have Mahamed Naimov versus Bogdan Grad. Mahamed Naimov, he cheated against, Nathaniel Wood to get a win, which is unfortunate. I like Nathaniel Wood, and he was just grabbing the fence multiple times, kneeing Nathaniel Wood in the groin. He then comes out against Alofi, who was a moderate fit. Was he? No, he wasn't. Alofi was not a favourite going into that. He then comes out against Alofi. He beats him clearly. Not really else I can say about that. Lost to Lima, but he's just a very mid fighter. He is a decision merchant on top of that, so he's a boring mid fighter. Bogdan Grad. Bogdan, he's 1-1 in the UFC. He's quite powerful, to be fair. No, he's not. He's 1-0 in the UFC. He lost in the Contender Series. What am I talking about? He's quite a, he's good. He's good and powerful, but I can see Naimov just working his way to another decision, another boring, nothing really there decision. Lots of grabbing the cage and cheating like he did against Nathaniel Wood. So I can see Naimov getting this one done. Moving on. Oh, jeez. Najim Sidikov versus Nicholas Motta. Sidikov just won over Bonfirm a few months ago. I mean, it was Bonfirm just went blind halfway through the fight, apparently, which is why the fight was stopped, because he couldn't see, which is unfortunate. But, I mean, if you're giving up a fight because you can't see, it's a little bit, come on, bro. Like, I don't want to be too harsh on the guy, because, he drew to Bushevoyev. Am I saying that right? I don't know. Beat Terrence McKinney. I think he wins this. Heavy favorite going into this. He's higher in the lightweight rankings above Motta. It's a layup. I think Sidikov gets this one done around 2 via KO. Moving on. We have Aura Bly. Look at him, bro. He's back. Genghis Khan in the flesh. And he's fighting against Tufki Musiev. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't really care. We're obviously going to pick Orably to win this fight, bro. Orably, came out and had a war last time. He's a slight favorite, though. It's not like it's a big, what am I saying? A big, it's not like he's a huge favorite going into this, but he is, far, far younger, increased reach, or 2 inches of reach on him. I think he gets this one done. I think Orably gets this one done. Higher up in the lightweight rankings above him. I'm taking Orably to get this one done by decision. A little scrappy decision. Let's get a fight of the night going. You know what I mean? Moving on. Curtis Blades versus Rizan Kuniev. Rizan Kuniev has been popped for every single steroid in the book when he fought Ferreira, which is Ngannou's latest win. Ngannou, when he took that guy down and just beat the shit out of him for like a solid round and pretty much just killed him with back of the headshots. I probably shouldn't talk about Ngannou and killing people at the moment. It's not really good luck, is it? Anyway, Curtis Blades versus Rizvan Kuniev. I think Blades gets this one done. Any sensible person says Blades gets this one done. Kuniev is shit. I'm going to be real. Kuniev is awful. The only reason why he's here is just to make Ngannou look bad, because the UFC can't get over the fact that Ngannou left them. You know what I mean? It's the only reason why Kuniev is even here. He's been popped for every single steroid in the book. He's a fat fuck of a heavyweight. 13-2. I'm picking Blade to get this one done by round 1 KO. You know what I mean? Moving on. Rafael Fiziev versus Ihananjo Bahamondes. Ihananjo Bahamondes. He is good, man. He is good. I like Bahamondes. I also like Fiziev, though. Fiziev on a 3-fight losing streak. Took a decent amount of damage against Justin Gaethje at 313. Bahamondes was also on the 313 card as well. It's a close fight. I think Fiziev's just too undersized for this fight. Bahamondes has got a huge reach advantage. He's 6'3" for lightweight. That's huge. 75 inches of reach to 71 inches of reach. I think Bahamondes gets this one done, and I think he gets it done in round 3. If he can weather the storm of Rafael Fiziev, because Fiziev gasses out inside every single fight that he has. Fiziev is, he just does gas out inside every single fight. You know what I mean? He gasses out in the Gaethje fight. Round one, Fiziev is one of the best fighters on the roster. Round 3, Fiziev, he's getting pieced up by most of the lightweight rankings. I would say he gets pieced up by Gamrot inside round 3. I would say he gets pieced up by Beneil Dariush in round 3. I would say he gets pieced up by Michael Chandler in round 3, you know? Fiziev in round 3 is a completely different animal to Fiziev in round number 1. I think Bahamondes survives the early storm of Fiziev. I think he makes it competitive, and I think he puts him outside round number 3 via a head kick TKO. Moving on to the main event. I did a separate breakdown the other day. In terms of who I think is going to win, I think Jamal Hill is more technical than Khalil Roundtree. I think Khalil Roundtree is... He's shit, I'm going to be honest. His best win is Anthony Smith. He is just tough. But when I look at this guy's finishes, I go, it's just making me feel like, it makes my adrenaline pump when I watch this guy fight, because it's just, he's that entertaining, but he's just not very good. He's mid, but he's got the dog in him. I think Jamal Hill gets this one done. He's a more technical fighter. Khalil's burst forwards early and his early blitzes is what's going to win him this fight if he's going to win. He's going to have to get it done in round 1 or round 2. And if he doesn't get it done in the first 2 rounds, advantage is straight to Jamal Hill. I think Jamal Hill can piece him up, and I think he hits him with a slip right-hand counter in round number 3, putting him out cold. That's my prediction for this fight. Let me know what you think of my predictions in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.